How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing? Y'all chime on in. Let's get this
Yes.
party started.
Yes.
Hopefully everything is straight with y'all and everybody is well. Everybody's family's doing good.
Yes.
We'd like to thank y'all for chiming in on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Hanging out with us when you could be hanging out with somebody else. Appreciate it.
Yes.
If you're just now chiming on in, go ahead and hit a like and share it to the homie or whatever.
Tell a friend, bring a friend.
Yeah, for sure.
Be a friend. You gonna introduce yourself to the people?
Yeah, I'm Sean Cheltenham. I'm one of the hams.
I am Treasure Cheltenham, and I too am one of the hams, and this is the Ham Show.
This is the Ham Show, y'all. Y'all tune in every week, Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Come in and say what you got to say, or don't say nothing at all.
I
Either
don't
way,
say
it's all
nothing at
good.
all.
It's all good either way.
Either way,
Tonight's topic is on the premise of
that one.
what y'all got planned for the 2025 year. What are your goals? Have you set any goals? Have you sat down and even talked about it? What about financial goals and school goals and whatever, whatever goal you got?
Is it just goals, or we just talking about in general?
In general, you can start with a goal if you want to. If not, it's okay.
I don't have no goals right now. No, I got some goals. I got dreams. If y'all know what movie that's from, tell me. Let's start with you. What you got? What's your plans for the 2025 year? What are you preparing for, basically?
Just to pay another car off and stick to the plan that we already had. Yeah, pay another call off. Continue the journey to be completely debt free.
How you gonna do that?
By snowballing and paying everything off. We're using the Dave Ramsey's technique of snowballing. I don't know if that's his technique, but he pretty much preaches that particular technique.
Somebody just told me that the other day at work. I was breaking down the saving rule of thumb, like when it comes to your money and your finances.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, "You sound like Dave Ramsey." I'm like, well, well, then, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with what the man's saying. That's for sure.
Yeah, this most of the things he says is right. I haven't, really heard nothing where he says some weird stuff. And I've been kind of watching him and following him for a while on his Dave Ramsey show. Him and people like Ramith Sethi.
What is that?
Ramith is he kind of does finances with married couples. He don't do individual finances. Dave Ramsey will do finances with whoever calls in. But it seems like Ramith is on the married end or the coupled end, where he does finances with them. And then they got Caleb Hammer, who helps people with their budgets by going through their bank accounts line by line and then asking them why they buying this or buying that. And then he waits for them to respond. And then usually if they say stupid shit a lot, then he kind of trips out on them. It's kind of cool show. It's funny.
That's the guy who's like, why are you paying X, Y, and Z for all these apps and you're not using them? Was that the one where the guy?
That's one of them. Yeah. He Caleb Hammer. I haven't seen any of the other ones dive into their bank account like that, because he has them print their bank account out and then he reads it in front of them and asks them, like, he talking about like
Your Hulu and your Netflix.
the candy bar that you bought from the store 5 days in a row.
Like,
And
did you really need that?
yeah, he be on them. He really be on them. Especially if you go to the gas station a lot, he really be on you.
Like, you talking about like convenience store shopping?
Yeah, yeah.
Like you go
just
to the
buying
gas station
snacks
and then you just
shit.
getting snacks while you in the gas
He
station?
calls it taquitos. There you go again, buying taquitos. But yeah, it's a good show. If you're interested in watching that, it's pretty cool. It's entertaining, but you learn stuff too while you're watching it. You learn budgeting equations, how much money you should have to buy a car, stuff like that. There's one more. I think it's called The Money Guys.
How does that work again? I remember you broke that down before. That how do you to find out how much money you have to qualify for a car?
Not to qualify,
I mean,
how much
well,
money
to
you
buy.
could buy a car with, like
Right.
the total amount. What is that equation? I forgot the equation. I have it written down. Hold on, I'll find it.
I remember you brought it up before, and it was interesting because I had never heard of it before. And I think you did it on the show and you broke it down where, like, I think we did say if a person made 40 grand a year or something like that, the amount of car that they should be buying.
Yeah, it's a 24-10 rule, which means putting down 20% on the car's price if you're financing over financing over a
4 years.
maximum of 4 years. That's the 4 in the 24. And then the 10%, it says it's keeping your total transportation costs, including payments, your car payments, your insurance, and gas should all be under 10% of the total car price. So
that's for the year, right?
That's a year, yeah. So your monthly income, essentially, this act as a guideline to help you decide how much car you can afford based on your particular budget. So if you do 20% down on the car, 4 years, don't do more than 4 years. After that, you're getting fucked. You're getting fucked anyway, but
just for how long you want to take it.
And then it's never 10% of your monthly income.
You said it's never 10%?
Yeah, under 10% of your monthly income.
Oh, okay. So if you make 40 grand a year, you should be buying a car that's only about 8 grand, sound like.
Yeah, 40 grand. What is that a month? How much you make a month? Let me do the math on that.
You doing the math?
Need a little room.
So 40 grand. It's
40
like
grand.
$3,333 a month.
All right. Yeah. So 33 and a third.
So then, is this all predicated before taxes, or is this your net? Is this off your gross or your net?
I mean, you could pick either or, but honestly, I would probably do what you actually have in your hand and not what you don't have in your hand. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because let's just say if you're making 40 grand a year, hey, auntie, what up, Chris? Chris is in the building. My auntie in the building. Let's say you're making 40 grand a year, right? But you're single. You're really only making about 30 grand a year. They're going to tax the shit out you.
Yeah, you'll pay about 15 to 20%, 15% probably on taxes, according to their last year's index. I don't know.
Depending on where you live, too.
I don't know what this year's. Well, if you pay, that's just federal. I ain't talking about state. Like if you pay in state, you got to pay extra.
Right.
You got to pay state tax too. But the depends on what the Fed is going to do for next year. They have. I don't think I've seen it yet. Or
what up, Adam?
They haven't said. Well, normally they announce it, but I haven't heard anyone announce it. They've been too busy talking about other stuff.
I mean, some cinnamon sugar pretzel sticks. It's one of my addictions. Don't tell nobody.
But yeah, car prices are
astronomical.
Well, they're predicted to go down next year. They can't sell a car off a lot. I've been seeing a lot of videos where the car lots are so packed that they got cars in the aisle where you're supposed to drive the car out the building. So
I've been to the dealership and actually seen that.
If you're looking for a car, I would probably wait towards the end of next year. If you actually really need a car, your best bet will probably be after June, maybe in the wintertime.
You really want to buy, yeah. I was just about to say, you want to buy a car in after September. If you're going to buy a new car, if you're going to buy a car off the lot, you want to buy in September, October, November. Reason being is because they're trying to get those cars off the lot for the new inventory. So how we did Sean's truck, we bought a 2017 in 2016, but we bought it at the end of like, when was it? It was like October, maybe November it was.
Yeah,
Something like
close
that.
to Christmas, I guess.
It was close to the end of the year. So when we bought it, we was able to negotiate a price that was like, we're gonna get, we got like almost 20 grand off of that car because of the simple fact of how we were able to negotiate because it was towards the end of the year.
The internet says December is probably the best month because that's when they hit the cars with the most discounts. Next year will be different because they'll be trying to liquidate cars because they can't get them off because nobody wants to pay $40,000 for a Ford Focus or nothing like that.
Hell no.
So
I wasn't there.
How'd you
What
guys
up,
do
Pat?
how you guys do for shopping on the
Black Friday?
Friday and Monday? According to
Hi,
statistics.
What's the number?
It says the internet says that Black Friday is no longer just a day. It's a multi-million-dollar phenomenon that continues to break records. In 2023, a staggering $9.8 billion was spent online in a single day, with the average shopper spending about $300.
What up, Jordan? So, Chris, did you hear that? Because Chris said he don't leave the house. He don't do all that Black Friday madness. You no longer have to leave your house for Black Friday anymore.
You can get Black Friday deals
on the internet.
Yeah, with sales projected to reach $10 billion. So they basically, I think they're probably over that. Let me see what it is. As of right now, what's been tallied is $10.8 billion for Friday. Let's see what Monday is.
Yeah, because you got Cyber Monday.
Yeah, so
Cyber Monday. Auntie says she don't believe in Black Friday. What you mean you don't believe in it?
Where is it at? I looked it up. Cyber Monday. U.S. consumers spent a total of $13.3 billion on Cyber Monday, which was a 7.3 upgrade basically from last year, from previous years before that.
13.1?
That's from Adobe Analytics.
$13.1 billion
on a Monday.
I
wish I was that guy. I wish I was Bezos.
On a Monday. Just people woke up on a Monday and was like, I'm about to buy some shit.
But check this out. So according to Crunchbase News, as of November 2024, at least 94,733 workers, U.S.-based tech companies have laid off in 2024. Almost 100,000 people laid off, guys. And then they're still doing numbers. They're still doing record numbers on Cyber Mondays and break your pockets Fridays.
That's like they're still counting the votes. So, I mean, the thing with Black Friday and Cyber Monday, I'm not gonna lie,
it don't even be a deal. Like if you go in there, all right. So next year, before Friday, go into the store and look at the price. Go like 4 weeks before Black Friday.
For like a month?
Yeah. Go in there and look at the price. Then come back on Black Friday, it's going to be the same price. The exact same price because I already gave the deal. And people just think because it's Black Friday, they're going to get they're going to get the TV deal of their lifetime when they really should have bought it a month ago.
That's what Chris said. He says, I don't really see any savings beyond the deals I got before Black Friday.
Right. Yeah, deals usually come the best deals usually come before the fiscal year for those companies.
So Jordan says, pro tip, XRP stock is going up. Make sure you purchase some. Don't purchase it right now.
Well, I mean, it depends on how long you plan to hold it.
Yeah, I mean, because right now it is going up majorly.
Yeah, I bought back in the day at 11 or 16 cents, something like that, and I've been holding ever since. I ain't gonna tell you how many I got, but I do have
quite
XRP.
a bit. He got quite a bit though, and I'm mad because when I was trying to buy it,
they were under litigation.
Yeah,
so
I couldn't buy this shit now.
Yeah, and we didn't want to use companies like Binance and all the rest of it because they were kind of shady at the time. I don't know who's popping right now, but at the time, those companies were stealing people's money.
Chris said, I have 8 TVs in my house already. What the hell do I need another one for?
You just need one more TV, Chris. Come on, man.
Take you right over the top.
That way you can watch 7 games at one time.
But here's the funny part about the whole situation, though. It's not always about TVs. Like, people legitimately go in there and they buy, like, and don't get me wrong, I've seen some decent deals where I'm like, oh, shit. This is like 70% off of the original price. But it's really like every year you got people lined up for TVs. And it's weird because it's like, how many TVs do you need? Every year, like, is your TVs going out every year?
Chris, I'm thinking about getting the projector for my living room. Any suggestions?
Yeah, Chris.
Should I buy used or should I buy brand new? What should I do?
He said they need to put groceries on sale for Black Friday.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, grocery prices are up there, man. Yeah. Looks like gas came down a little bit for the holidays, like it always do.
It's been down quite a bit.
Yeah, I think unleaded is down about $2 or $3, right? Was it $2.90 something now?
I haven't seen it that low, but I've seen like $3.35.
Projecto 3000. What is that? What is a Projecto? That sounds like some bullshit, Adam. A Projecto.
Sound like some shit he done made up.
Huh. Yeah,
I got that new Projecto 3000.
I want to do a 150-inch screen. He said bullshit. Yeah. I want to do a 150-inch screen drop down from the ceiling. And I would like to do a short throw. That way I don't have to bring all the wires to the back of my room. But, I mean, I'm down for whatever. I would like to do a short throw, though.
How long have you had yours, Chris? And what's the video quality like?
Yeah, I'm sure you got 4K over there, right, Adam? What's the brand that you use? I mean, not Adam, but Chris.
Chris.
What's the brand that you use? I'm definitely not buying a Projecto 3000 though.
And if you get it in Mexico, it'll be Proyecto.
Yeah. Definitely not getting one of those.
He said the picture is great.
Okay. How many inches does it throw?
And what did you pay for it? Or what is it on, what is it now?
Yeah, if he
it's real to real.
If he gives me the brand, he'll tell me what's up. Yeah, them reel to reels, man. I need one of them. He said he forget the brand. Let me look.
Yeah, it projects 130
inches. It does 130 inches.
He projects on his garage door.
Oh, okay. That's pretty dope.
I've always wondered about that because I'm like, do we actually need to have a actual?
I want the screen because the color is more vivid with the proper screen. You said the contrast. That's the big one for the red colors. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get me one that can do 150 inches, 4K. I don't really care about the 6 and 8K unless I can get a killer deal off of it. I mean, because TV's really not. I mean, they're filming in it, but they're not projecting it to us in those
right now. Like, yeah. I mean, honestly, what is 8K?
He said his is an Optima. Let me look that up real quick.
He says, let me measure it. I mean, it's like, what do you need 8K and 10K for? Like, is that the part where people look like they about to reach out the TV at you? Yeah, like, what does that look like?
It's just it's vivid. Oh, they're not that expensive either, Chris.
Jordan said Epson home cinema 2350 4K.
Okay. I'm have to look into that.
Definitely check some stuff out.
Yeah, I'm looking next year. I'm not doing it right now. Next year is when I'm planning on, doing something like that.
What you think?
Optima makes a short throw too.
And like these, so when you say a short throw, like how short are we talking? We talking what?
That means
5
if the
feet?
screen is right
10
here, where
feet?
your laptop is where the thing.
No, that's what I'm saying. In measurement, what are we talking?
Everyone's different. I can't just tell
Okay.
you. Like some of them be closer than that. Some of them be like 3 feet.
Mm,
It depends on what you're paying for.
that's pretty cool.
The reason why I want a short throw is because I don't want to run wires from in the ceiling all the way to the back of the where the windows are in our living room. Short throw, you just right there, boom.
Yeah, that'll look kind of. I mean, we could still make it look nice.
I'll make it look nice. It's just more work. That's all.
Adam says 10K when you absolutely have to taste the sweat during the fight scene.
So if you want to see somebody get their ear bit off and you want to taste it too, you can just rub your finger on there and go, oh yeah, he did bite that off, huh? He did get it. For all those biting fixation people out there.
I have a biting fixation.
That's what we need a stream deck for, so we can press the button and it goes, I have a biting fixation. That's what
we got to get. I want to get the Rodecaster. So if y'all listening out there and you would like to contribute to the hams, you go ahead and buy us a Rodecaster so we can make some sounds and make some noise up in here. Yeah.
I'd rather have Stream Deck, but Stream Deck's more versatile than a Rodecaster.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, there it is.
And we already do what a Rodecaster do.
I got the cinnamon on my hands.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, what y'all think about Biden pardoning his son? Y'all upset about that, or I'm gonna wait for y'all to chime in before I say what I have to say. I still ain't got my $20, y'all. I just want to let y'all know.
Still looking for Reggie.
I still ain't got my damn $20.
And it's been almost a month.
I guess if I held my breath, I'd be dead already.
Because when was the election? It's the 6th. So Friday would be a month.
Yeah, I ain't even
full
counting.
month.
If I was counting the days, I'd probably get mad. But I ain't really counting the days. I just was like, dang, bro.
Until you got us for real? All right. He said absolutely. Patrick said I absolutely knew that shit was gonna happen.
Oh yeah,
Adam
I knew he was gonna get pardoned, but I thought
you thought Trump was gonna do it?
Trump was gonna hook him up.
Well, let me say this. And I know I'm gonna let you, do your thing. I'm gonna just chime in real quick. I mean, despite what has transpired, with all the other stuff that's going on with Biden and not going on with Biden, at the end of the day, this is his son. I would pardon my kid too. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with the world we work in, as far as unions is concerned, you get so many people that come out there and they get pissed off because they're like, oh, that's such and such family. And they're going to put their son on, they're going to put their daughter on. I'm thinking, dude, if you could have the opportunity to make sure your family member makes just as much money as you do or more in the field in which we make it, wouldn't you not? I mean, wouldn't you do it too? Like when you hook your family member up? So people kill me with that sometimes. It's nepotism. Like, yeah. Yeah, it is. Like, don't be mad that you're not a part of it. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's what it'd be. They'd be pissed off that they're not getting the benefits of the nepotism.
You done?
Yeah, I was just reading these Pat said only thing Trump was gonna hook up with those bracelets on him.
Yeah, like I don't really mind him pardoning his son. I probably would have did the same shit. What was kind of skeptical about it was that he said he wasn't gonna do it and then turned around and lied. He lied to the public. Instead of lying to the public personally, he sent his clerk out there. Can't remember the chick's name. She's got like a French name. Nice what's her name? I don't know her damn name.
I don't know.
Nice lady, worked for Biden, and Biden had her out there lying for him, talking about he wasn't finna do nothing with his son, and he wasn't. But the thing is, he didn't pardon him just for what he's being charged for. He pardoned him for the last 14 years. So what the hell this kid been doing that he needed a 14-year pardon?
Yeah, like,
What's going on? What are they hiding?
damn, I didn't know all of that. Pat said he wasn't going to do it because he thought the Democrats were going to remain in power. Ah, so in other words, you're saying that because the Democrats are no longer going to be in power and the cabinet is kind of changing to Republican, he like, let me get my son up out of there. Like, let's talk about this for a second. Like, you're the president of the United States and your son is in prison. That's kind of odd. Like, what we doing with our kids?
Yeah, and then he pardoned him for 14 years. To do a 14-year pardon, that means that kid been doing a whole
He been
lot of
doing some
stuff.
shit.
And then and they trying to keep it quiet and under wraps. 14 years pardon. That wasn't just like, yeah, don't worry about this couple things. That's like, don't worry about your whole career, son.
We talking about a decade.
We know you a career criminal.
We talking about a decade plus.
And you know, we know you ran up the bag with all this drugs and whatever else he was doing.
Oh, okay. So Adam says, I want one of the states to get him. Fed can't do shit if a state gets him.
Right, true.
Well, and then I think but
ain't no state gonna go against the
that's
Fed.
what I'm saying. Like, it's not gonna happen. It's I don't see that happening
unless it's Texas.
Texas don't give a fuck. Texas do not care.
Yeah, Texas hold them.
Yeah, Texas don't care at all, man.
If it's Texas, then he get caught. He better not ever go to Texas. I tell you that. He better sell all his properties in Texas if he got properties out there.
He said, and now that he's pardoned, he can testify against everybody else without fear of prosecution.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, so he gonna be in there snitching.
He said, or should I say, he could be forced to testify against everybody else. Adam says he said he wasn't going to do it before he got bent over a barrel for Kamala.
Right.
That was campaign bullshit when he said I wouldn't pardon him.
What is that? Nancy Pelosi is the Democratic.
Is it Pelosi? Yeah.
She's the mind hunter for all them. Yeah. Chris said Hunter Biden is my age.
He said, what a bitch. Still hiding under mama and daddy tit. I mean, again, I don't know what the dude has done. You know what I'm saying? However,
I'm sure all the Biden haters is going to be talking about it in the next couple of days. Don't worry about it.
You're talking about 14 years. That's a long time for you.
That's a long pardon.
To pardon somebody. That means, like you say, like they're a career criminal. They just been doing shit left and right. And they just like, my daddy will hook me up later. Because how come he ain't went to prison for it before?
I don't know.
Now. Chris says, white privilege. When you can tell an entire nation of black folks that they aren't black unless they vote for you, when you can give your son a blanket, get out of jail free card, covering a 10-year period of time for shit nobody even knows about yet. He said, I mean, should I go on? And this motherfucker wants to come at me about white privilege. What the Yeah, man, it definitely couldn't have been one of us. They was scrutinizing Obama's kids because I guess they would wear certain shit, or one was at the club and it was like, oh my God, she's at the club. And, you know, this dude snorting cocaine and all kind of other stuff, whatever he doing. So, you know, it's definitely a privilege.
Yeah, well, you know, hey.
Adam says that was Obama pushing Kamala. To be honest, his relevance got downgraded when Kamala lost too. Let's see how this plays out in Democrat politics.
People forget how gangster the United States is.
Super gangster.
And they think because they wearing a suit that he's just a God-fearing man. And these God-fearing mans is straight gangsters.
Indeed.
They straight
Indeed.
gangsters. They still have a musket in their back pockets.
Uh-oh. Chris, we done got Chris started.
What?
He fired up. He says, you got me started. Fuck these punk ass rich motherfuckers trying to act like they hood and know what's up, bitches.
Chris,
Did I read it right, Chris?
What you do? Stub your toe in the garage when you went in there, man? Like, you need to calm down over there, man.
Chris, did I read it correctly? Was that how you like? Is that how you typed it out? Because Chris is upset about it. And that's the thing about what we're talking about as far as 2025 and what's in store for it.
What are y'all planning to do? Like,
What's the plans? Because, politically speaking, financially speaking, there's going to be a lot of movement with finances, with the stock market, with the investments.
See
with
what happened to
Bitcoin.
crypto after they fired that one dude, the dude up in Washington D.C. and then they about to put a new dude in that I can't remember his name that he likes crypto.
Crypto shot through the roof though.
But what's tripping me out about an XRP is centralized.
Right.
So crypto is supposed to be decentralized.
Right.
Well, according to how they pushed it to us.
So I'm going on.
And only reason why I bought XRP is because I knew that the government wouldn't back a decentralized crypto. So I bought XRP because they're trying to do what you would call snap on ACHs. So basically, I think right now it takes 8 days to move money from one bank to another across states. With crypto would be less than 3 seconds.
So like even with
ACHs.
Is it a certain amount of money or is it like under a certain number?
According to what I was reading on the internet, it's stating that it's a data entry until it actually reaches their bank. So that's why a bank, like if you get a big money, they only give you a little bit of it.
Right.
It's because they can't clear.
All
the bank can't clear what's supposed to come.
That's a damn shame, broke ass banks.
So the bank can't, like if you went into the bank and asked for $20,000, they're gonna tell you we need some time to get that.
Right.
Because the bank don't have no money. That's why banks don't get robbed anymore.
That part.
When the last time you seen somebody go rob a bank?
They'll rob a casino in a minute though.
Yeah, they'll rob the cage at the casino. No, I mean, don't think I was trying to tell them to do it. I'm just saying.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't put down no plans or sat at no tables.
That part.
Yeah.
That part. I don't have nothing to do with that.
I'm just saying, we've seen it done.
Something goes
We've
down.
seen it on the news
where
they was over there jumping through the cage and taking everybody's money.
That's all.
You know what I'm saying?
Adam says, I think Kamala is going to go for governor in California next.
I think she is too. Yeah,
and Newsom is going
the way
up
she's
against JD in 28.
Do y'all think she was drunk on that last
Chris says he's calm now.
On that last do y'all think she was drunk on that last post that she did? She looked a little like she had some weed or something.
She needs some weed.
She had something. She wasn't a regular Kamala.
Chris said these sellout motherfuckers just like that just set me off.
Oh, my bad, Chris.
We're sorry, Chris. We do not want you to be upset, but we appreciate that. We glad that you calm now. Chris is calm, everyone. We're good. Her running for governor in California.
Gavin Newsom already messed California up.
But what I'm saying is this. Newsom, I don't even understand how he got in there with what he's done to California, dude. Like if I lived in California right now, I would be super pissed, especially if I still had kids in the age bracket of going to schools. Yo, I would this would probably be the time when I'd be like, yep, time to go. But what I'm asking is, based on the information that we know, whether people have looked up, researched, or whatever, because enough people have said enough things to kind of make you scratch your head and go, did she really do that? For you to go check it out yourself. Based on the information we know, would you really put Kamala in any other political position ever again in life?
Well, I know some of her constituents, which are the big money guys, they said they're not giving her no more money. So they say they're not doing it.
So
So
when
she's gonna have
she
to find
runs
a
for
whole.
something, she's going to have to fund it herself.
She's gonna have to find a whole new crew of people to pay for whatever she's trying to do.
She's going to go. She's going to set up a GoFundMe page.
Right, for sure. Yeah.
Chris says Kamala, I think, is done. I mean, they spent so much damn money promoting her, and she still got her ass whooped. I mean, seriously, she's a horrible investment.
And then they lost money.
And then they lost a lot of money.
Yeah. What Jordan talking
Jordan said, nah, she wasn't drunk. She was off that yak. Adam says California passed a law where it is illegal to ask if someone is a citizen when they vote. Cali is staying dim for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the California's going crazy.
Hella.
And Gavin Newsom is the Pied Piper, is taking them all to hell with him.
And listen, I mean, I'm from Cali. That's my home, and that's gonna forever be my home. I'm gonna always rah for California. I'm a big supporter. I'm a big fan because once again, that's my home. That's me. Like especially LA. I'm LA all day to the core. But I mean, damn, what is happening over there?
Gavin Newsom is
what's like it's scary to think about.
Change his name to Godzilla, not Gavin Newsom.
I mean, it's scary to think about, like, especially the thing with these kids. Like, there's parents going to jail because they are fighting for their children to be, not manipulated into thinking it's okay to keep secrets with your teacher.
Didn't they just pass the law on that? Let me see if they passed the law.
I think they did. I think that's what we were talking about before a couple weeks back, where they passed the law saying that, your kid can go to school and speak to the teacher about whatever, and they don't have to tell the parent about what they talked about. And I mean, that sounds a little pedophilia if you ask me. Chris says, I mean, for real, I've been dealing with white privilege and how I'm the fucking oppressor and all this other happy horse shit for the past 4 years, being promoted by a bunch of rich motherfuckers that want to pretend that they know anything about hardship or being victimized. Sellouts. Chris says, me too. I'm from SoCal and I'm not from rich areas or even real middle class areas. I'm from poverty to lowest middle class. And I can tell you that liberalism never got any fucking play anywhere I live.
Here it is, guys. Child gender affirming bill in California. Gavin Newsom, the Godzilla, signed a bill that prevents educators from having to notify parents if their child asked to switch names or pronouns. It says a year after school boards in California emerged as unlikely culture, war battlegrounds in government. That was by the New York Times, guys. California, Gavin Newsom does it again.
So wait a minute. Let me make sure I understand this correctly. So before I get into it, Adam says, I'm IE. Cali is not my home anymore. They butt fuck the most beautiful state in the country.
Basically, what they saying in California, facts. Your kid can have a legal AKA in the school district.
So
without doing paperwork, all you got to do is tell the teacher, man, my name is Mofutu, bro. And that's what it is.
Okay, but also on that, is that where they're also saying they can identify as they, them, his, that, and her?
They could be a cat, they could be a dog, they could be, it says gender, affirming. It's a gender affirming bill. Meaning when you affirm something, that's just whatever you state.
So a little boy who can go in there and go, no, I'm a girl.
Can come into class and say, I'm a girl today, y'all.
And that's what I need you to address me as, she.
And now my name is Jennifer.
And so the teacher doesn't have to notify the parent, but is obligated at that point to call this little boy a girl.
Exactly. Or a girl, a little boy, whatever. Vice versa. Or a cat or a dog or a Power Ranger or whatever. These kids get to affirm whatever they want to be.
Let me just say
when they want to be it, as they want to be it, and how they want to be it.
Let me just say to Gavin Newsom and all those who voted for him, you're all demons, you're all deranged, and you need to be euthanized.
I just want to say this. Who gonna be taking care of all these extra clothes? Because they're gonna leave the house one way.
No, not even.
They're gonna have like a handbag at school or something. Like he gonna go in the bathroom, change his shit up.
Like not even that.
Who's gonna take care of all these clothes?
What's happening where the parent is going through hell with this kid and getting them to kind of understand life, and now they go to school and they find this weird ass teacher who's cool with this shit.
Yep,
and they
the
not
ones
obligated.
with the colorful hair.
Right.
They got the skee ball haircut.
Come on, man.
Looking like Sergeant Pyle in the back, and then some weird ass carrot top looking colors on
Adam,
the top.
I stand by what you said too.
What did he say?
When he said about California. He says, I'm IE and Cali is not my home anymore. They butt fucked the most beautiful state in the country.
Yeah, they did. They messed Cali up, man.
Yeah, Cali used to be a wonderful, wonderful place.
California's messed up, bro.
Chris says, I can promise you that anywhere I ever lived in SoCal, they would have burned the fucking closet down the minute someone came out of it and threw the motherfucker back in before they poured gas on it and lit it. Like back in the day, for sure. And he says, and if I were a man and you ever fucking cried like a bitch, they would have ripped you to fucking shreds.
Hey, calm down.
This especially applied to people of color. If a white guy cried, he was in trouble. But if a black or a Mexican cried, it was nearly a death sentence. He ain't lying. He's not lying. He says, it's SoCal I know and grew up. It was gangster as fuck. Jordan says, I identify as a fat guy, dark-skinned dude. Ebony says,
good luck with that, Jordan.
Ebony says, I'm light-skinned, but she lying. I'm dark-skinned.
Let me take the time to thank the people who put a like in the thing.
For sure.
I'd like to thank Chris Thiesken, Adam LaRosa, Pat McGinnis,
Patrick,
and who else? You got Pat McGinnis, and that's it. Just those three guys. I appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For putting in a like. Thank you for doing that, y'all. What Jordan say? Oh, we already read that.
I mean, like this whole now, I don't know what's happening in the other states because I know that each state has its own legislation and own whatever that they go through. But what we gotta really look at is the movement across the 50 states, period. Because a lot of shit that California does, they're going to try to put that elsewhere. But I tell you this, all that, my kid can go to school and talk to you and tell you that what they want to be called and you do it and not tell me about it. That's not going to happen here in Nevada.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of people getting their feelings hurt.
Yeah, that's not going to happen here. That we know this, they're not going for that shit here. Like, I don't know what's happening in California. That's what makes me nervous about the whole thing. Cause it's like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, what's going on in your mind, dude? Like, I'm upset. Cause like, unlike Adam, and I understand, and I totally understand where Adam's coming from, but like, home is home for me. And I'm like core. Sean will tell you, like, I'm LA core. I'm ride or die. But like, dude, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, who's pushing these bills through and signing this shit like it's okay? Christie's.
So just to put y'all on notice before you read that next one, we have a tragedy coming up next year, May 20th, 2024.
2025, you mean?
Oh, I mean, May 2024, if you didn't know that insurance companies can use your credit score to determine what you pay for your car insurance.
They've been doing that.
I'm just letting you know it was passed May 2024 in the state of Nevada. There was only 13 other states that were doing that. Nevada's now one of them.
What 13 states was it?
I don't know. I can let you know.
Chris says, I don't know where or how the pussies took over SoCal. I'm like beside myself. No, honestly, because I'm not understanding what's happening out there either, because back in the day, none of this stuff could have made it. I don't get it. Like, none of this stuff that's happening in California could have made it. There would be a riot telling parents that your kid can go talk to the teacher and tell them who they want to be, and that's what they got to call them. And people would die. Like, what is really happening? Jordan says, here is Arizona's things are going good, but what we are dealing with is people from Cali moving out here to escape the bullshit, but they keep voting the same way they did where they are from. Now, that's interesting. That's interesting. Chris says, you know what's weird, Treasure and Sean? I remember going to college full time back in 1993 and 94. I remember the three main majors was psychology, nursing, and human resources.
Right.
Yeah.
These are the only banned. These are the states that banned using FICO. So that's what tells you what states are using FICO. California banned it. Hawaii banned it. Massachusetts banned it. Michigan banned it. And then
Told you it was cheaper in California than it is here now. And it used to be the other way around.
That is it. Restricted, which Nevada's on the list, but they used to restrict it. Now from May 2024, you got Oregon, Utah, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania have restrictions on how insurance companies can use credit scores.
I'm about to just go get my shit registered in California.
Most other states allow insurance companies to use credit scores to determine rates, which is a crime.
Yeah, that's technically illegal.
That's
like you are not supposed to do that. So, but once again, people prey on the things that we need to have. That's mandatory.
That's
just like when you die, you're charging people all this money because you know that they have no other options.
So if you have very poor credit, could increase your rates by 56% in North Carolina and 207% in New York. If you got
207.
Jesus Christ.
You might as well not drive then. At that point, Adam says, just a random thought.
It'd probably be cheaper just to pay the ticket. You'd have to like weigh it out.
Well, but here's the thing.
I'm just saying.
You know why this is why they give you those 3 times, whatever. Like the first time it's not that bad. The second time it's like almost double. And then the third time. So then they'll do that and they'll pull your license.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So they're like, oh, this is your third time. Now so even if you are like, okay, I'm gonna pay the $1,500 on my third time, they'll pull your license, give you all these points, and fuck you up regardless.
I'm not a lawyer, but I'm sure there's a Supreme Court out there that will overrule that. But you got to be willing.
You gotta be willing to go to court,
willing to fight.
Yep, go to court and get that.
I ain't no lawyer though. I'm just telling you. You know,
get that case law activated. We can all win. Adam says, just a random thought. It's been doing it. Adam said, just a random thought. How can the state hold a parent accountable for neglect or abuse, or force them to have insurance for their kids when their rights end the moment their kids touch a school campus? Good question.
Yeah, and it depends on what school campus or what state they are in. And how you sign that child up is a big deal. A lot of parents don't read the fine print on signing their children up for this stuff that they got going on.
True.
And if you just stop signing your name to stuff, then you'll learn more things. Because then they'll try to coerce you. You learn way more information from people when they try to coerce you to sign something than it is when you just go, yeah, where do I sign?
Right. Right.
So if you make them sweat a little bit, then you'll understand what's actually really happening.
Yeah, because one of two things are going to happen. The shit that they're trying to keep you from knowing is going to slowly come out. Or you're going to realize that they don't know a damn thing and they're just trying to make you sign something and they don't even understand what they're trying to make you sign.
That's usually 9 times out of the 10 that they don't know what the hell they doing. They just doing administration stuff.
Chris says, but you know what? The few people I found that I used to run with in high school, seriously, they got fucking weird and I don't get it. Like totally fucking bitches, not hard at all. Like back in the day, it's weird. I don't even talk to these fucking losers anymore. They piss me off with their bullshit. Chris, everybody is pissing you off.
Chris, you all right, buddy? Like,
yeah, Chris, you
need a hug, bro. I'm gonna come over there and pour some liquor and we're gonna watch Ghostbusters or something on your big screen.
Man. Adam says we still talking about Cali Shine.
We talking about everything, baby.
Yeah, we still. Well, I think he was asking about the last comment.
What?
With when we were talking about the insurance and the kids and stuff.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and tell me what you got to tell me, Chris. I mean, Adam. Do what you need to do, baby. Yeah.
Chris said, "I'm so glad I don't deal with the kids anymore." You know, but the thing with the thing with not even like you may not be dealing with your own kids personally, but we gonna always have to deal with children. And that's the problem. Like we don't, how they said back in the day, it takes a village, and we're not doing that anymore. Patrick said, "Woosah, Chris. Woosah."
Chris said, "I'm just venting. Bring back the fucking gangsters, though."
He said, "But yeah, no, for real." Well, and that's how we feel about Nevada too. You know what I mean? Like when the mob ran this place, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I was a kid for the most part, but
things was cheaper. It was safer.
it was safer.
Things was cheaper.
It was It
We
was.
ain't had nobody shooting up the strip.
They were taking basically what the mob was doing was first and foremost taking care of the locals, the people that live here,
Yeah.
the old ladies that came in and played bingo.
Down there, they took care of you.
You was taking care. Like if you worked at the strip, not saying that people still don't eat because they still got your, your EDRs or whatnot. But like if you worked on the strip at a casino, whatever, like you ate really good. It wasn't very much you had to worry about. And I remember when I was a little kid, like I remember walking straight up to the blackjack table while my mama was there getting my quarters so I can go back to the arcade. And there was no security yelling at me or doing nothing weird it was just different. And I didn't live here at the time, but I visited and why I visited during that time, I don't know, but that's just what my mom liked to do. And that was our vacation. So that's what we would do.
Did you read Jordan's?
Which one?
He said, "Here in Arizona, things are good."
Yeah.
You read that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Jordan, I believe that's what I was talking about. The Cali people come in here. I was like, take your ass back to Cali if you're going to come here trying to vote the way you was doing when Gavin Newsom was over there fucking your shit up. Like, y'all the ones put him in there, and now you're running. You put Gavin in there, you should stay and deal with his ass.
Right.
Like, why you going to come down here and then mess up Vegas and Arizona and the rest of these states because you didn't like what happened over there when Gavin Newsom got, but y'all voted for him.
Yeah. That's just some weird shit. Pat says been in town 54 years, way better when the mob ran things. Yeah, man. Like you can feel that you were taken care of if you were a woman.
If you was a woman or a child, you was
if
good.
You were a kid, you were safe and you were taken care of. You know what I'm saying? If anything went awry, it was handled pretty quickly and quietly. But I don't know. Adam said that's what my family did too, Treasure. I don't know what we was talking about, Adam, but what did they do? I done squirreled over here. I done probably talked about 2 or 3 different things in the last 2 minutes. But yeah, like it was different. I remember doing crazy shit. Like my mom, she had us running out of the elk. Was it the elk? Not the El Cortez. I want to say it was the Golden Nugget, I believe. When we had it was what's it called? The shrimp thing that comes in the glass, the shrimp cocktail.
Oh, the cold
shrimp.
Yeah,
the shrimp cocktail.
Yeah, it's cold.
So Las Vegas for vacation. Yeah, I mean that was a thing too. Like my mom, that's what we would do. We would come here, and I remember one time she brought my brother with us, and we came out here and we went to go eat shrimp cocktail. We were staying down the street, probably at the plaza. I don't know where it was at, but she always stayed downtown. And we went out the door with these people's shrimp cocktail glass and the trays that it came on. And she was like, just go, run. So we running back to the hotel with the shit. And I'm like, is we trying to take this home? What's happening right now? Like, we not supposed to be taking this home, right? Chris said gangs are a problem, but at the same time, they are a solution. I remember when Antifa was fucking around in Long Beach, Cali and Long Beach Crip ran their asses off. He was not having it in his fucking neighborhood. I mean, gangs, honestly, if gangs actually understood the power that they have and really kind of turned it around, they would be a force to reckon with. But the reason why gangs are not powerful is because they kill each other. And that's what they want anyway. They want you to be beefing because you live on the other side of the street over some shit that don't technically even belong to you.
None of that shit don't belong to you. I ain't never met a man that owned a light pole.
Right. But if y'all actually band together and be like, we're going to do something positive, this is our hood, our neighborhood, we're going to clean it up, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. If you actually turn that around, man, they would really get shut down. That's why gangs have not been shut down, because they're deteriorating themselves, and that's what's wanted. You're doing the job for them. Yeah. As many times as I've been to Vegas, I've only been to the Strip maybe less than 20 times. Yeah, the Strip is for tourists. Like, it's not a...
People who well, I can't say people who live here go down there, but they be utilizing the food and the amenities.
No, we don't. We don't do that either. We just don't go. Like people who live here, locals do not go to the strip.
Yeah,
We'll
well,
go
I'm
to the
talking about
strip.
like when you going to see
A
a
show.
show, like you want to see Kevin Hart,
Yeah, yeah.
or
That's what I was
I'm
gonna
talking about
say.
amenities. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? I
that's
ain't
what I
talking
was gonna
about going
say.
to kick it. I'm
Yeah.
talking about using their amenities.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, there's a couple of places that we like to eat that just so happen to be on the strip, and we dread going down there for that reason. But the food is bomb, so it's worth going.
Yeah, they got some of the best chefs down there.
They do, for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. And I ain't gonna lie, I've been to the Baccarat at the Caesar's Palace,
Mhm.
the Baccarat buffet when it first opened up. Hell, when it first opened up, it was $50 a plate.
Now
I don't
it's
know
like
what it
100
is now.
ain't it? How
It
much
might
is Baccarat? Let me
check
see.
and see. I remember, shout out to my homeboy George. He just took us out there and we had a great time. But dude, like, it is some of the best food out there.
Breakfast is $29 for adults or $25 for adults. Lunch is $32. Dinner is $45.99.
So then it's actually cheaper.
Yeah, weekday dinner is okay. So this is where you mess up at. So weekday dinner is $80.
Okay.
Weekend dinner is $84.99.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Because I was about to say it's probably like 80
Yeah.
some dollars now.
And if you do dinner for adults Sunday through Thursday, it's $50. Friday and Saturday.
Mm. Yeah, the Golden Gate had the shrimp cocktails too, Pat, for sure. Jordan said we had bad gangs in Pomona. What
Yeah,
gangs?
they had the Polynesian gangs out there in Pomona. They was deep. The big boys.
Chris says, Jordan, you aren't missing much. It's all the same shit. I live here and I never go to the strip unless I go there for work. Yeah, we don't really
same
go
with
to the
us,
strip,
yeah.
man. Like we'll go when people come to town, they want to have that
It's
experience.
always that one that want to come to town talking about take me down the strip.
Right. I want to go gamble or whatever.
I'm like, bro, why you just stay on the strip, bro? Like,
Right.
why you just get a room and just walk, do what you do.
Right. Adam pretty much says the same thing. He says bullshit. Went there all the time for work. Good evening, Miss Charlotte. Miss Charlotte is in the building.
Charlotte
Appreciate
Moore in
you.
the building. What up?
Appreciate you for tuning in.
What up, mamas?
Chris says, I always like the Station Casino buffets the best. Best value on the strip. The buffets
Texas used to be the
I've
bomb
had
back in the day.
suck unless you pay a lot of money to eat there. Which one?
The Texas buffet.
I
They
don't
used to
think
have all
I
the
ever
ribs and stuff.
did. I eat there? I think I've eaten there a couple of
It used
times.
to be bomb back in the day, but now
What's
it's
the
gone
worst
now, but
buffet on the strip?
right now,
Yeah.
the Rio.
But that's not even on the strip.
Yeah,
The Rio's garbage. Rio's
the Rio
garbage.
used to be bomb.
They're
now
garbage.
It's just horrible.
I mean, they're garbage just because, like, so one of our family traditions, right? 6 people in the house. Okay.
Pat O'Leary, thank you for the like. Appreciate it, buddy.
So that's telling you 6 years or 6 people in the house. So 6 times a year, we would go to the Rio buffet for somebody's birthday. And so it got to the point where, like, we went one time, they wasn't even giving a local discount anymore, and the food was getting worse. It wasn't getting better. So I'm like, you're not gonna give a local discount? Like, you ain't even upgraded. Like, this ain't like what we doing? Because you go to the Rio for the seafood, and but it.
Pat McGinnis said
got
the
played
Rio
out.
closes now. It's closed.
Yeah, I believe so.
The
Isn't
buffet
it called
closed?
something else though now? The buffet is closed. Oh, well, I wonder why. How
Yeah,
long
they
has
was
it been
getting horrible,
closed?
man.
How long has it been closed? Adam says he used to like the Sahara Sunday buffet. Okay, Chris says the worst buffet I ever had was Excalibur. Pat says the station buffets are all the same. Well, at least they're all the same.
It's called the Carnival World Buffet at the Rio now.
Like for Carnival Cruise Line?
No, it just says Carnival World Buffet at Rio. Whatever that is. It says dinner served daily from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m., $37.99.
Pat said buffet is closed since COVID. No, they didn't make it.
So they ain't come back.
Yep. That was the strip. The worst buffet I've ever had in Vegas was at the old Terribles on Flamingo and Koval. Terribles had they
Terrible's
sure did.
Casino. Yeah.
They sure did have a casino. Then they're not there anymore either. That's crazy how Vegas will have all this stuff and then it's gone. Like there is no mom and pop places that just stayed open or
Not like
you
it
know,
was when I
no.
was a kid. Where we used to
Yeah.
have like, well, you know, used to have like Stop and Shop where I used to go get chicken fingers and stuff. I used to go all the way down to Pecos and Las Vegas Boulevard to go get some Stop and Shop back in the day. And they used to always have some bomb food.
Pat said, I just called them last week and they told me they closed during COVID. Well, probably, but it's called something else now. So maybe that's what it is. It's called a whole different buffet.
Yeah, it's probably not the Rio buffet no more.
Yeah. Adam says, remember Boomtown?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know about Boomtown. I don't know. I think that might have been before my time.
Silverton Cafe.
He said, I tell you where I like to eat. Really good food and the prices aren't bad. Silverton Cafe.
Mm.
What's your dish that you eat there though?
Chris seemed like a steak guy. Like he probably go get a steak, some chops or something,
Pork chops for sure.
some lamb chops.
I could see
something
Chris.
Like
I
that.
could see
Yeah.
Chris on some pork chops or something like that. That'd be his thing.
Yeah,
He'd be like,
seemed like
he'd be like smothered. You gotta smother him.
He said it's now Terribles is now the Silver 7. And before it was Terrible,
it was the Hotel Continental.
Yep.
Like in John Wick,
Mm-hmm.
the Hotel
He
Continental.
said I like the burgers and hot sandwiches.
Okay.
He liked their sandwiches.
Sandwiches. I couldn't even tell you what's. I know I've heard a lot about the M. I have yet to go out there and go to the M yet. I heard it was pretty good.
Golden Corral.
Isis said the Golden Corral is downright treacherous.
Yeah,
I don't even understand why
was,
people eat there.
What was that other place that was like Golden Corral before Golden Corral came to Vegas? Used to go get steak and shrimp all the time. Sizzlers.
No, Sizzlers was the shit.
That's what I'm saying. It was
Sizzlers.
Before Sizzlers used to be cool, and then Golden Corral came in. I ain't never seen a Sizzler since then.
Golden Corral is such trash, bro. Like,
yeah, I don't mess with it. I went to Golden Corral one
time.
That
was I went. I was just about to say,
and
man.
I told them too. I said this will be the last time that you ever see me at a Golden Corral.
I'm like, this place is so
terrible. It was dirty.
Yeah, it was terrible, man.
Oh my god, it was like
it was fucking terrible.
It was like that movie with the fat boys on Crush Groove where they ran through the whole shit.
Nah, like I would have ate there.
But there was just food everywhere.
Yeah, I would actually ate at that spot. But
Furs, yeah. What you know about Furs, Pat?
Yeah, you had mentioned Furs before.
Yeah, Furs used to be bomb. I used to get the fish fillet with the crust on top, with the bread crust on top.
But where was Furs at?
Right there by the mall, the Meadows Mall, where Sears, right? You see where Sears is at?
Yeah, it was right there.
If you go directly cat a corner, there's a building right on the end of the street right there.
That's where it was.
That's what that was. That was called Furs.
Chris says the one restaurant that really took a shit after COVID is the Draft House Big Dogs in North Vegas. They used to be so good. I take dates there after COVID. I took a date and I was like, what the fuck?
I don't think I've ever been to the Draft
House. I don't think I've ever been there either. I've been trying to I've been trying to find, and why I want to do this, I still don't know yet, but I've been trying to find like a local bar that I like that just got, and I don't even drink like that, but just, when people come to town or when we sitting at the house and we just we bored, but we don't want to go far. And we just go, let's go up the street to the such and such. Let's go to our spot.
The one we went over there by the house right there, it don't have no pool tables and stuff.
That's the only thing,
Yeah, like I need something with some pool tables where you kind of chill
out.
Just
do something.
Watch a game or something,
Oh, wait, my bad.
Like a lower budget PTs. I need a lower budget PTs.
Yeah, because PTs
where everybody
cool.
Like there can't be no riffraff up in there.
Right.
I ain't dealing with no riffraffs.
Isis says, yeah, my friends took me back when I ate meat and I was visibly angry, laughed my ass off. So I was visibly angry.
With the Golden Corral?
She says so many people talk that place up.
I'm not quite sure Golden Corral has meat.
And just like Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel is at least the Cracker Barrel out here.
Cracker Barrel got the best syrup in town. And that's it.
She said, I thought it was the Golden Spike or Mariposas.
They got the dopest syrup in Vegas.
Do they?
They syrup good.
I
They
don't know.
serve so good, it only come in like little ounce vials and shit like this and shit.
I've seen them.
Yeah.
I've seen them. Yeah, we were in Arizona when we went.
We was like,
Yeah, you take it,
yeah.
take the little top off, pour it on it. We were in Arizona when we went there. Let's see. Adam says Ellis Island was pretty good. For
Yeah, their
prices for
barbecue prices was real good back
I went
in
to
the-
Ellis
I
Island.
don't know what they like right now, but I heard they built like a whole new dining place up in there.
They did. I went there recently about a month or so ago for
Yeah.
breakfast.
The karaoke still
And
be popping over there.
The karaoke is the spot.
Yeah.
Like, no, for sure. That's where you want to go.
That's just too far away from the house.
I know, especially if you're trying to drink and shit. It's hard.
To the Leatherneck Club.
Oh, what you know about the Leatherneck Club, Chris? Yeah, I've never had food there, but I do know about the Leatherneck Club. That's what a few of my friends used to hang out there. Pat says there's supposed to be a really good bar out by you guys called the North Star. It is, Pat. It's around the corner. And the North Star is a Teamsters hangout. There's actually
Is that the one we went to right there?
No, the North Star is right here off of what is that? What's that at the light right there with the M? Starts with an M.
Oh, you mean a lie.
Oh, shit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Moore Mojave High School is that? What's that street right there?
Where's Mojave?
Mojave's right there off of North Fifth and
Wait,
that
this
light.
way or that way?
Which way we facing?
What
right
school
now?
is this right here?
Right here. That's Mojave. What's
Oh,
that
it's
at
on
the light?
Washburn.
Washburn.
Yeah.
So if you go down Washburn to
Down east?
no, you're going west.
West?
You go west down Washburn to what is that street? It's MLK, but Camino del Oro, whatever.
Oh, okay. So
it's right there on the left hand side. So yeah, North Star is a Teamsters hangout.
over there.
Nah, it's sitting right there. I'll show it to you. It's like sitting right there. So remember where Kyla worked at the Conoco? That was right there.
Yeah.
So if you go further north,
past that,
yeah,
towards Centennial.
Yes.
Okay.
It's on the right hand side. It's where we turn. So if we're coming off of Lone Mountain and we make that left on the Camino del Oro and we make that right on Washburn to come home, it sits right there on that corner.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
North Star is a cool spot. Like a lot of us hung out there.
Light over there?
I mean, it was good when I went. I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? It was pretty good. The drinks was good. And it is one of those. It's like Cheers.
The Cosmopolitan is badass.
Who is this?
It's a speakeasy. Jordan said that.
Oh, I ain't got you done skip some stuff. How you skipping comments?
But that shit too far.
Look at Sean takes treasure to the Leatherneck Club. You'll love it. Great people and lots to look at. The food is off the charts. $40 and you both can have a drink, get a plate. You won't be able to finish and still have money for a tip.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I haven't been to the Leatherneck Club. It's over there like off of Arville and something, but I haven't been. But
we should go do a review of it.
We should.
And then report it back to the constituents.
Jordan is concurring with you on that.
Hey, they syrup. Man. Something in they syrup, man. They got crack in the syrup over there. They got Dilaudid in the syrup over there at Cracker Barrel.
Now, Chris says the pool table is free to play at the Leatherneck Club.
We need to go to the Leatherneck Club.
That's it right there.
That's what it's supposed to be like.
He said they did. I went there a couple months ago. He said, I ride my Harley there. You got to. That's what the Leatherneck Club is about. You can't come up there. If you got a bike and you don't ride it to the Leatherneck Club, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Jordan says the barbershop in the Cosmopolitan is badass. It's a speakeasy secret location. So that's you know what? Maybe we should start doing reviews. There's a lot of secret locations out here where you actually have to go into the casino, go to somebody, say a special code, and knock on a door, and they'll open up a door for you and it'll lead you into a whole other place.
Yeah,
like those actually do exist.
There, buddy. We still got the Peppermill.
Yep, it's still there.
It ain't popping like it used to, but it's still there.
It's still Adam. I just went the same day that I actually went to Ellis Island. We went to Peppermill first. You know, it's one of them days that you were doing show day and you got a couple hours to kill. So you're like, I'm gonna go eat.
I used to get the nachos up there at the Peppermill back in the day.
I forgot what all I ate at the Peppermill, but my favorite place to sit is around that fire pit.
Ham and cheese omelet over there at the Peppermill.
Yeah, but yeah, it's still there, and it's still a 20-30 minute wait too. Believe it or not, still. But anywho, Like we getting ready to start shutting this thing down pretty soon.
But y'all still ain't told us what y'all got cracking for next year. Like, don't nobody care about next year?
What's the core? We got what's the questions on
Don't
next
nobody,
year?
yeah, don't
Because we
nobody.
talking about finances, we talking
Yeah,
politics,
come on,
we
man.
talking about
Like, I mean,
all the stuff that's going to come with the changes of this presidency. Because there's going to be some.
I'm going to continue to pay off debt next year. That's what I'm doing, and that's what we going to do.
We're actually going to be a little bit more aggressive now, paying it off as well. We got the truck paid off. It's really what's the word I'm looking for? It kind of lifts some weight off your shoulders once you start seeing stuff trying to just, get paid off.
Adam, you showing your age now. You talking about Comdex. Comdex is CES now, y'all. If y'all don't know what Comdex is.
Is what?
Comdex is CES now.
The show?
Yeah.
The convention show?
Yeah.
It was called Comdex?
It used to be called Comdex back in the day.
Oh, wow.
He's showing his age now. That was back when they had ABC list.
ABC list. Isa says, yes, I love a good speakeasy. Ryan took me to one. That was so cool. Yeah, and I see, I got to go check these places out because I don't get out. He says, I'm hoping the world don't end next year.
Yeah, you never know. But while we worried about that, we still need to make plans, whether it do or not.
Okay, Chris. Chris says, and I'm going to pay off my house.
Do that. That's what
I
ain't quite there yet, Chris.
That's going to be a celebration.
I got an unexpected car I got to pay for.
But, that is going to be a celebration.
But after I get that off of us, we're going to, go back to slapping the shit out of this house.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going down. Isis says, I'm opening my first Roth next year. Yeah, buddy. That's going to be stupendous. But you going to open it up January 1st? That's a good time to do it.
No, what I'm saying, Adam, is CES is what replaced it. Comdex was the computer show, just like CES in electronics, and I believe it was. Let me see. Comdex.
He said, "No, Vomdex moved to Japan."
V is next to C on the keyboard.
Yeah. But yes, that stint was back in 2000, I think. Oh yeah. Chris said he's trying like hell not to buy a car.
Yeah, don't buy a car, guys. Try to hold out.
Pat says CES and Comdex used to be separate shows, and CES swallowed it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They stopped doing Comdex in 2003. It was one of the largest computer trade shows in the world, usually second only to the German CeBIT, CeBIT, and one of the largest trade shows in the industry sector. Comdex exhibitions were held in many other countries from 1982 to 2005 with 185 shows altogether.
Damn.
So basically they was like CES.
Yeah, that's pretty big though.
But yeah, they doing they thug dizzle.
Jordan said he's going to save a bunch of money by switching to Geico.
Good luck with that. Geico going to take all your money.
Chris says, how's the schedule next year? Busy with the conventions? I think there's a couple shows that come next year that comes, every 2 or 3 years or whatever.
Yeah, we get those staggering shows.
So I think Pack Expo is back next year in September.
Yeah.
But I mean, so far, Chris, it's been pretty much the same. January through June is still the same. It's hella busy. A lot of money to be made. January.
Yeah, normally we used to have the summer off, but that's no longer an option. They have shows during the summer.
They do
now.
And some decent ones. But what I like about the summer is that you don't kill yourself working like you would in like January or October or months like that where it's just a bunch of shit going on. You kind of get a show or two and then you can kind of rest in between and still enjoy your summer. So that's why I like the summers for the most part. It's just my favorite time of the year. Plus I like the heat. Chris said, I roll a bucket and I don't give a damn. Women don't like my ass anyway, so I'm not even trying to impress.
Yeah, man. Don't try to, fight with the Joneses, man. Just roll what rolls. And
that's the problem. People trying to keep up with people that listen.
Just for somebody to go, hey, man, that's a nice car. And that's it. That's all you get.
Half of the time, you're trying to keep up with somebody that's struggling more than you know.
Right.
they are like
If you really went through their financials, you'd be like, what the hell am I thinking?
Man, no, seriously. You would be like, what is really going on? So, like, to keep it up with that Joneses thing is kind of crazy. And there's so many people that do it. Isa says, he, not quite. I'm going to open it with my first payment hits. I also just want to start investing more in general, as well as change banks. LOL.
You make sure, ISIS, you make sure that your job is, if they got a 401k, that you at least pay the match. So if they offer 4% of whatever you put in, then you put 4% of your check in there. Always put the match. But I'm not a financial advisor. Y'all don't listen to me.
I love his disclaimer. The financial advisors are listening to him. Good night, Pat. Pat about to be out the building. We appreciate you, Pat. Good night.
Have a good evening, Pat.
Chris says, I save a lot of money looking like shit. I'm cool with it. A lot of people who got money look like shit, Chris. Don't be surprised. There's
Everybody
no school
be
like the
shit
old
about
school.
me not wearing
Fuck
brand
them
new fresh
cars.
clothes all the time and new cars and all that shit.
No.
Yeah, they
do. It's not about you not wearing new and fresh clothes.
Yes, they do.
It's about you looking like a cartoon character and literally wearing the same shit every day.
What's wrong with wearing the same shit every day? People wear uniforms. That's my uniform.
Do you? Because I'm not even gonna sit here and argue this shit.
I don't like the anxiety of having to worry about what I'm going to wear tomorrow. I'd rather just wear the uniform.
There's no anxiety in that.
It's a whole lot of anxiety.
Why? How? Explain that to me.
It's just too much going on. It's too much color coordinations, and I don't need to worry about none of that. Just put some clothes on, make sure I smell good, and go to work. That's what I want, and that's what I shall have.
Yeah, whatever. Not on my watch. Anywho, there's no school like the old school. Fuck them new cars. I concur.
Yeah, the old schools is where it's at.
Isis says, "Okays and laugh my ass off. Y'all are mine. Yes, we are her financial advisors. We definitely are that." Chris says, "We got an annuity." I was going to say an annuity. we got an
auntie.
Right, that's what it looked. When I looked at it real quick, I'm like, it looked like an auntie. But we got an annuity that started a few years ago. Mine is up to 50 grand now. That's nice. Yeah. That's nice, man. And that's what you want. You want it to just keep building over time, man. Like, I don't understand. I was talking to some people at work and like explaining to them that you got to put your money somewhere. You can't just buy cars and clothes and shoes and just this weird shit. You got to invest some of your money, or you're going to be sitting there twiddling your thumbs looking like Boo Boo the Fool. We've already been pre-warned with this last situation with COVID. You know what I mean? Being out of work for a year and a half. Some people didn't bounce back from that whatsoever. We had a good time over here, but for the most part. But some people didn't bounce back from that. And like, that should have been the lesson that taught you, you know what, I need to do something different with my money, just in case something like this happens again. And that's kind of what this show is geared towards tonight. Like with 2025 approaching rapidly with a bunch of new changes. And if you don't know, every January 1st, a lot of shit goes into the books that change. And if you don't know about it, you be sitting there in the dark. Honey KO is in the building. That's some more. She says, I don't know about 2025, but why is Sasha 21? She not 21, but she about 5 years away from it.
Yeah, she talking about the Sasha,
the baby.
Yeah. She just tall as shit.
She's just growing just big and beautiful, man. It's crazy. It is crazy. When I look at the girls, I'll be like, wow. Chris says, I predict it reaching 150 to 200,000 by the time I retire in 9 years from now. It's a good chunk of change. If I were you, Chris, I would take $7 grand of that every year and put it in a Roth.
He got $7 grand to just put into a Roth. He don't have to take.
True.
You don't have to take from none of your annuity. I wouldn't touch your annuity. You'll probably get penalized if you do that.
Possibly.
Yeah, Roth is nice, but I'm not a financial advisor. I don't know nothing about that.
Isis says, nah, she's talking to you. Talking about, nah, you stay fresh. We just know all your looks for the year. Yeah, because it's the same fucking look.
Well, Adam had my back, man. He was like, yeah, man, t-shirt and jeans, man. T-shirt and jeans. I appreciate it, Adam. That's how I
T-shirt
get,
and blue jeans. I live
how I
that
get
life,
down.
Sean. Love it.
That's how I get down.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's like I say, not on my watch. That shit ain't happening. He said, shit, the homeless dress better than I do when I go to work. I don't care. Chris really don't care. Chris has zero.
Ain't
Chris, you
nothing
don't be
wrong with
looking
that,
bad,
Chris.
Chris. You don't look bad at all. He says, Paulie always gave me shit over my shoes, though. My comfort was more important than his opinion, though. I did a lot of walking on them. Loafers were comfortable.
Yeah.
Chris says, my plan is to buy stock with it if I can roll it over when I retire and not suffer taxes on it, then live on monthly dividends
Ooh,
from
the
stock
dividends.
when I retire to supplement my pension. It's
Gotta
not a bad
love
idea.
them
The
dividends.
dividends is what you want. The dividends is what pays it off. The dividends you can buy homes with. You dig? What's this? Oh, my bad. It's kind of the idea I have in mind. It's not a bad idea.
You
Well,
said he got
you
a
got a
Roth,
Roth too. You know what? I should have known, Chris. I should have known. I'm like, Chris is that dude.
Chris usually be on it.
When he's not the maddest hatter.
Yeah, if he ain't trying to, talk crazy to the whole world.
I mean, to wrap it all up, man, listen, what I suggest for people moving into 2025 is to definitely set yourself up financially and get more discipline in how you work your money and how you move your money. For sure. Second thing is to stock up on some gas masks. Also, what else we need?
You need some rations and
some
bullets.
MREs.
Yeah, MREs and bullets.
Knife sharpener, blade sharpener, swords, like some generators and shit that works with solar panels. Cause man, you never know what's gonna happen.
So local news before we get out of here. Gym teacher is accused of fondling a 6-year-old student. Overnight, I-15 closures will shift to northbound lanes. And there's a new video shows police officer killing a 911 caller. That's here in Vegas. Investors infuse $1 billion into Las Vegas home market. So they buying up the homes, y'all. They starting again.
They coming.
Yeah.
Amor said, wait, let me get a pen. Don't worry, you can always play this back.
Judge could dismiss Black Widow murder charges. I don't know what that's about. We're gonna have to look into
Black
that next
Widow murder charges. What you mean? So Black Widows is usually the women that kill their husbands off for the money. So how are you dismissing that?
Hosford to hand off role in Congressional Black Caucus.
I'm with you so much on that, Adam. He said death penalty is still legal in Nevada. Fuck that pedo teacher.
Right.
Yo, for real. Is that the same teacher? Because I just saw the other day.
I don't know. Let me look.
There was a teacher who just got arrested in North Las Vegas for
North Las Vegas gym teacher.
Yep, that's him.
North Las Vegas gym teacher allegedly fondled a 6-year-old while she sat on his lap in class. Wow.
And that's because you parents are not teaching your kids
right
not to sit on these strange people's lap. Like,
Christopher
why?
Greer, 49 years old, faces one charge of lewdness with a child under the age of 14. Records said Greer was most recently employed as a gym teacher at
elementary school.
Calland?
Yeah, something like that.
Calland
but it's an elementary
school in North
yeah.
Las Vegas. Police said a staff member at the school told the child's mother that the investigation was underway after another parent reported their concerns to the school staff about inappropriate touching involving the physical education teacher and his students.
It's a damn shame.
Yeah, go ahead and put him on the frying pan.
Amor said, I did not know Black Widows weren't just spiders. Well, they got
that's where they get their name
that's where they
from.
got the name from.
Black Widows eat
because they eat their mates.
Yeah,
they kill their mates.
They have the same attitude as a praying mantis.
Man, the pedals are showing out every year, and I don't know why.
Yeah,
it's not enough fathers out there.
We need
that's
we need to
handling
start putting money on people. Well, no, never mind. I ain't say that.
The Dems are trying to say that pedophiles should be a protected sexuality of some kind. Believe that shit. I forget the fancy name they gave it, but but it is any wonder nobody wants their asses in office. Exactly. But that's what we've been saying, Chris. They pushing this whole agenda of same sex this, your child could be whatever they want to be.
They making it
It's
safe for these crazy people to do
they
crazy
well,
stuff.
they're trying to make it safe for them,
Right.
for their own kind to come out of the closet. The people who's behind the scenes is running this shit. That's why they're pushing this agenda. It's that Diddy shit. They're trying to push the shit that they do in the closet so that they can go out and just freely frolic and make things okay and brainwash these kids in the process. Like, there, I said it. That's what's happening. Yeah, it's being normal. They're trying to normalize that shit. And it's like there's nothing normal about your thought process as a grown ass man looking at a child that's 6 years old and thinking any type of sexual thought whatsoever. There's nothing normal about that. And like I said, there's not enough people stringing these people up. And what I mean by that is strange fruit hangs from the tree. Like, since you want to hang some shit, hang the right shit from the tree.
We didn't say that. That was someone else that said that.
Chris said, I don't even like kids.
Chris, man. Hey, I'm Sean Cheltenham, and I'm one of the hams.
I'm Treasure Cheltenham, but I too am one of the hams.
Y'all chime on in every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. See y'all next week. We're going to be talking about local news, what's happening in the streets, and what's to come for the next year. We would be continuing what people think they should be doing for the next year. Hopefully, everybody's got their stuff in order. That way they don't get caught off guard.
No, for real.
Y'all have a good evening. Be blessed. Be safe. Chris, don't kill nobody.
Please don't, Chris.
And enjoy yourself out there, guys.
Wait. She said, who for real likes kids? I love one. And he's mid for what? I can't really make that one out. But yeah, what he said, we out. We appreciate y'all for tuning in every Wednesday at 8 p.m. live right here on YouTube and Facebook. It's the Hams 1 and 2. And we are out. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
Peace, y'all.
Peace and blessings to you.